Howdy everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a special video, but before we can begin, make sure to like and subscribe. I know this, you know this, well I hope you remember, and Bennett knows this, but as of now, I don't know where he's at. So he's not in this video, but even Bennett knows that it's important to subscribe. Alright, so while I've been gone, because I've been gone for like, I want to say like a week. Filming wise, it's been longer, obviously, because you know, we film ahead of time. While I was away, I thought of this new idea, this new series called Buddy Reads, which is not the traditional buddy read where you read with your buddy, but you read books recommended by your friend. So I asked my friends, hey, can you recommend 3 of your favorite books so I can read them? This is the result of that. We're gonna start off with my friend David Decero. He recommended a couple of these books and they are as follows. The first book he recommended was Moon Called by Patricia Briggs. So obviously I have no previous knowledge of what the book's about. I like to go in blind, but there's wolves on the cover, so I'm assuming it's about werewolves. I know Daniel, I didn't catch it the first time. I know. In the back it says werewolves. Where it's about werewolves, witches, shapeshifters, and vampires. Those are not my favorite things to read about, but they recommended this book. It might be for a reason. Alright, so surprisingly, I finished this in one sitting. So the book is only 280 pages, so that's why. It wasn't that hard to read. Yeah, really enjoyable. So I just finished reading Moon Called by Patricia Briggs. And thoughts, if you guys want to know my thoughts. Did I like it? I enjoyed the book, yes. Am I a big fan of it? Not necessarily, but that's not bad because there's a lot of things I did like about this book. I did like the wolves. That's my shit. Surprisingly, I did enjoy the wolf part. I also like how the main character, she's part of the club, but she's not part of the club. Like, she's not a wolf herself. She's a coyote. Yeah, I like the main character. She was very likable. And I can see why David would like this book. I went in thinking this book was going to be like very actiony, but it's very much like a paranormal romance. It reminded me a little bit. It just gave me a hint of A Court of Thorns and Roses. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I did enjoy it, to be honest. But yeah, appreciate the recommendation. On to the next book. We're going to go to a different route. And the next book is Prince of Thorns by Mark Lawrence. Well, that rhymes. And this is about a prince. Okay, so this is a fantasy book. Interesting. Well, both of these books are fantasy books. And they're not long either. Oh my god, look at my hair. You know what? I don't care. So, guys, so it's day 2 of my Buddy Reads. And so yesterday I finished Moon Called by Patricia Briggs. And today I'm reading The Prince of Thorns by Mark Lawrence. So far, I'm like, what chapter am I on? Let's see. So far, I'm on page 126, which is chapter 20. Thought so far, the prince is riddled with guilt. In the beginning, I hated him because of the way that he is. To me, when I first started reading it, I thought he was very unlikable. And then you find out his age, and he's only 14, or he's turning 14, one or the other. And then you find out why he is the way that he is. And you just kind of sympathize a little bit with him, but like not fully because he's still a jackass. Yeah, we got a long ways to go, boys and girls. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Okay, second update. I think I like this book better than Moon Call. It has more to it. You know, there's more to this book. Maybe because I'm just tired of werewolves and vampires, and this is a good change of pace. I don't know. I feel for the prince, and his dad is a fucking jackass. His dad is a douchebag. Currently on page 196, which leaves me with roughly like 100 and something more pages left. So far, great job on picking this one, David. It's really good. But we still have 100 and something pages for things to go wrong or for things to get better. So onwards, guys. Gotta keep going. I'm gonna finish this and then give you guys my final thoughts. But so far, so great. Yeah, so hopefully the worded man is like this book because we're gonna have a great time. Let's go. I'm back for the final update on The Prince of Thorns. Let's just say I knew the second half would pick up. Very satisfied with the ending. There's a twist. You know, I love twists. I love when things get twisty. There's a part that just made me so sad. I felt for the prince, and I knew there was something about him that was just gonna make me root for him. Yes, I really enjoyed this book. This was a perfect change of pace for me. Honestly, a big step up from Moon. I enjoy this one way much more than I did to the previous book. So I really do appreciate the recommendation, David. I will be continuing the series because I really enjoyed it. But there's a word that I can use to describe this book. It's growth. The character development in this book is so good. There's a lot of themes in there. There's betrayal, there's revenge, there's pain, but there's also heart in it, and I really did enjoy it. So on to the next book, but perfect recommendation. Thank you, David. And then the next book he recommended was The Warded Man. Wait, I don't have it. Shit. Okay, got it. Now all we have to do is wait. It's here. Came in, guys. All right, let's open this bad bitch up. The third book that David recommended is The Warded Man by Peter V. Brett. It looks very creepy. What is it about? Darkness falls after sunsets. The corner of demons. Demons. I heard demons and I say I fuck with it. All right, guys. So I'm on my way to my local coffee shop. Look at this is for Maza. I'm wearing the It shirt. This is for you, bro. So yeah, I'm going to my local coffee shop to get some coffee, obviously, because your boy needs some kick in his day. Super excited. I've always wanted to go to this place, and it's not even that far. It's like a couple of minutes away. So today I'm gonna read The Worded Man. I read a couple of the sample pages yesterday, and I'm enjoying it so far. So I know this is gonna be a good one. I just feel it in my jellies. On to the coffee shop. So I'm back at home and I got this drink right here, my street coffee right there. It's called Purple Rain because it has like lavender. It's fucking delicious. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really good. Like, it's really good. So yeah, your boy got his caffeine intake for the morning. So let's go read this book. Alright, first update. I smiled so many times already reading this book. It's going great. Second update, guys. So I'm about like 50% done so far, and it's going great. It's such a good book. I just want to say that. Maybe that's where I should start off. And Arlen is honestly my favorite character. I know, even though he runs away from his problems and he tends to be a little bit childish because he's a child. Reagan is also one of my favorite characters. I think he's the coolest. And I'm just gonna maybe like make some coffee and then give you guys my final thoughts on it because I have a lot of thoughts. And ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our journey. Our first buddy read is officially over. I have brought you some final thoughts. For those who haven't read it, this book is set in a world where demons, or they call them coralings in this book, they come out at night and they just kind of like slaughter any living thing. They just fucking annihilate the shit out of them. But by dawn, they kind of just vanish. So there's these guys, the warders are trained to create these symbols that protects villagers, like their signs. Like, even though it is kind of like a spell, this book doesn't really feature magic. It is a dark fantasy for those who enjoy dark fantasy books. 460 pages. This book is jam-packed with adventure. So the main character, Arlen, honestly, love the kid. He is so good. Yeah, so this book has 3 separate POVs. Usually when there's too many POVs, I kind of like lose interest in certain characters. But this book was a great balance of all three. But Arlen is my favorite, maybe because he's just so witty, and also like Reagan. I think I mentioned that already. This book was refreshing, honestly. Maybe because I'm fairly new to all these kind of like genres, and everything is so new to me, and it's so like, maybe the rose colored glasses, I don't know. Enjoyed it. This was so much fun. Okay, I'm gonna try this. To me, this book is very character driven, where a lot of the focus was on the characters and what was happening. There's plot, but that's not like the main focus, and the world building is non-existent. It's minimal. I'm a reader who likes to get some sort of emotional attachment to my characters. Yeah, the world is great, but like, if I don't care about the characters, do I really care about the book? This was actually my favorite out of the three. From all the three books I read during this buddy read, The Worded Man came on the top. Then it was The Prince of Thorns by Mark Lawrence. And lastly, my least favorite book out of the three is Moon Called by Patricia Briggs. Now, I will be continuing the series for The Worded Man and for The Prince of Thorns because, as I said, those are my favorite out of the three. Make sure, guys, to go check out David's channel. He's an inspiring writer. I know he's gonna make the best book. He's a booktuber. He's 1/5 of the House of Dragons. So yeah, go to his channel, check out his videos. If you haven't subscribed to him already, what are you doing? Come on now. Thank you so much, David. I do appreciate your recommendations. They were so much fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up and I'll see you guys soon. Before we leave, somebody wants to stop by. It's Bennett. I actually found him. He was underneath the bookshelf, like, or way in the bottom behind a book. I don't know how he got back there, but thank you guys so much again. Your boy says peace.